Bruno Frappuccini on the stand from Italy. And here's back up. Skula, Osmanen, Hagensen from Norway.
Medal in the DELA Beach Open from Finland. She is 1.74 meters tall.
First up, it will be Finland that are introduced. The number 12 seeds their first four-star Final Four. And Ina Parkkinen makes her way out to center stage. 22 years young. Best results of the silver in Tokyo last year, the three-star event. Her partner, slightly older, 26 years old, Toru Lathi Luukkonen, 26 years old, a career best of second twice. As mentioned previously, in a four-star event, they are looking for Finland's first bronze. April Ross needs no introducing anymore, the 36-year-old from Newport Beach. As mentioned previously, 2 Olympic medals, now with the 6'4" blocker, Alex Klineman. Klineman at 1.94 meters is showing signs of where this game is going, and that's higher and higher. The Finns have been playing together since 2017. It's their 14th competition together. And to give you some background, it's not been plain sailing for Finland all the time. Led by Lathi Luukkonen's coach, Kai Luukkonen, also husband of the defender. Ross gets us underway. This pair first played together at the World Under-23 World Championships in Poland. They had no expectations. Luukkonen was playing full-time with Riikka Leitonen towards Rio 2016. But at that World Championships, this team took a fourth and performed beyond expectations. And that's why they side out so comfortably. Good feet, working off the body. She's got that in the locker. It's so important as a left-sider. Lathi Luukkonen with the serve. Deep on Klineman, struggling to keep the shoulders behind the ball. Lathi Luukkonen, well, the top 15 qualified for the Olympic Games from the world rankings, and Finland last time out was 17th. The Finnish camp say that's the most disappointing part of their journey so far, but you'd think in this team the best is yet to come. Klineman so high, clips tape. Error from Klineman. This is just where she's still finding some feet out there with April Ross. She will be the service target straight down the line, so it's difficult for Klineman to get the two ball in because there's no angle on the serve. Ross will love hitting on two. She did it a lot with Kerry Walsh-Jennings. Second opportunity through transition. Ross is straight on, square to the net with the shoulders, but somehow works off the body. Difficult swing from April Ross, it really is. But it's April Ross. Very tight. Finland have to go on two. It's because the pass, the ball was so quick off the arms, drifting onto the net too quickly. April Ross is serving constantly a thorn in the opposition side. 4-time FIVB best server. Firing up the furnace again, really. April Ross, the first US woman to start her career with 3 FIVB victories before actually winning domestically. But she's a champion on the AVP Tour as well. Finland go to the line and miss out. A little bit of over-rotation. Parkkinen goes to the line again. Very similar, slightly softer that time out, but over-rotation with the upper body. The arm overcooks the swing. And where we've seen Parkkinen pose such a threat going off the body, actually going to the line is causing to be the #1 problem. Timeout, Finland.
Dat betekent eigenlijk dat je als speler, als aanvaller de bal rechtdoor kunt plaatsen op zijn kat. En dat is diagonaal. Oké, hartstikke goed. En ze hebben ook van die vingers volgens mij achter hun...
Passing and errors costly for this team yesterday. But this is a different start.
Over het algemeen betekent als je 1 achter de rug zit, dat de blokkering de rechtdoor...
Led now by Jen Kessie, who's had that career transition from player to coach. Kessie Ross, formerly coached by Jeff Conover throughout that London period where Kessie Ross took silver, losing out in an All-American final. To Walsh Jennings and Misty May, but again, April Ross is serving. You can see how the ball is moving left to right. Sponsel and Kleist, they go in the gold medal match a little later on. Back to form on the right side this time. Change of sides to mix it up a little bit. April Ross beaten to the inside. She steps round on the angle. Quick serves again. The float serve is key here. But Klineman at 6'4". With good feet as well, good athleticism. Feet go to the left-hand side of the ball. The arm just guides the ball to the sideline. And if it's not Ross serving absolute whippets from back there, it's Alex Klineman. Formerly the partner of Lane Carrico, but at the beginning of last season, April Ross saw something in her. Good footwork from Klineman, getting off the net to transition set as well. The bump set's perfect, but that's because Klineman turns, makes space off the net, and then gets her body facing the target. The passing and setting from Finland at the moment is putting them in a compromising position. Wider play from Finland, trying to move Klineman around, trying to make the blocker move and then chipping over the top. It'll be difficult for Klineman to move 2 or 3 steps one way and then have to turn and dig this one. Better from Finland. Serving short on Ross, change up in the service tactics. Ross just almost spatches the one back angle. Second opportunity, great vision, and it's a great smooth roll shot from Parkkinen. trying to serve their way back into the game. Klineman, third World Tour Final Four for her with 2 gold medals in 4-star events. But it's not the 4-star events where the problems lie at the moment. It's just sitting on the outside of the top 4 in Grand Slams, or as they're now called, the Red Bull Major Series. Finland finding some joy. These two teams have met each other before, and it was one-way traffic for the Americans, 2014, 21-15. That was in the Vienna Major Series. Turn is on. And one would say that even in the women's game in here, it's more difficult to pass the ball because the net is lower and it comes on so much quicker. Klineman serves short again. April Ross has to turn. Can't guide that one into a hitting zone. And just like that, Finland gain a slight edge against the Americans. Klineman's pass just going astray. Game on. And just in their body language, you can sense that Finland are growing in confidence in The Hague. The Nystrom sisters took a 5th in a Grand Slam. This will be their best result for Finland, no matter what. That's good game awareness from Klineman, because she knows that she's pulled inside. Hitting angles are limited, but the defender's shifted round on the angle. The line is open for her. She takes it. Serve straight down the line, no 2-ball available for April Ross again. Klineman hammers angle, it gets dug. And what you'll find now, the 2-ball is very much like the middle is used in indoor volleyball, really. Teams trying to serve angles to stop it being used. Overpass from Parkkinen. Chance to go 5 up again. Klineman from the right side. Stays high, stays controlled. Passing. Far better zone from Finland, and when they do pass well, Finland, their side-out percentages do go through the roof. No block this time. But as soon as that ball is floated into that central area in the first metre of 2 of the court, makes it a lot simpler. Charging in is Lathi, over the top. Wider plays again. April Ross trying to be smart there. As soon as the wider set is made from Klineman, the defender has to step round on the sharper angle because Ross has that in her locker. Then she turns the ball back short over line. Good decision, just the execution. hammer again from Klineman. She's high, and when she passes in system, her side-out game also goes through the roof. She can see the whole court. The game is in front of her, which means the set's in front of her, which means her body weight goes through the ball. Her arm goes through the ball as well. Great control from the American. Two in two for Klineman. The height that she's serving from causing some big problems for the Finns. Two aces in a row from Klineman. Doing it all herself out here. The first set's potentially too far away now from Finland, who have to try and build. Need to find a side out first, but Klineman, big in the block, but the reactions are even better than the blocking on that account. No block this time. Break angle. It's a double-up angle play in defense. Off the net spiking. If you're in a fiddle, go deep middle. The Americans have an answer for everything. It was a great read from both players. The approach angle of Parkkinen, so much on an angle across the court, there's only one way she's going to go. They both saw it. Slightly out of system, cut shot of high class. Parkkinen's off the body work. Wrist away. Really nice. Passing and setting woes again for the USA, but they have their chances. They've already defeated Behrens and Ittinger from Germany, Austrians, Norway, and the Netherlands on the way through. Service error from Parkkinen has given set point to the USA. Four-time FIVB best server to serve for the first set. Parkkinen goes back off the body. That's unbelievable. Some call it the snake charmer. Facing one way, going the opposite. The snake charmer is out. Second set point for the USA. 5 more goes at it. Klineman from the right side, stays high again. It's a good read, just steps up, takes the steep one. Parkkinen finds the net. The USA take the first set here in The Hague. They bounced back very well, and the pressure now on the Finns if they want to take their first medal at a 4-star event ever. This is how it was won. Parkkinen slightly underneath it, slightly early. Frustration from the Finnish youngster. But it's Klineman and Ross, last year's gold medalists, who look favourites for bronze. 21-15, they take the first set. Turnaround fast. Klineman and Ross have dominated the game from the service line. That's a comment that will be repeated a lot throughout this competition because the serving is so crucial. Klineman stays close to Ross. She takes a step, she adjusts. She has a lot of time as Ross is bump setting to make that adjustment. And because she's showing her body towards the right side of court, the ball travels across her. She can show line and hit angle. One thing this week has proved is that the women's side of the game is strong for the USA. It might not be quite at the top at the moment, but they have multiple teams, a product of a very strong college system. Often it's Klineman. They're just scurrying everywhere, breaking the block, but Ross is good as well in setting. Second time, Lathi Luukkonen opens up, goes through. Wider plays again, making it difficult for Klineman to sidestep across the front of the net and get a really big penetration on the block. Knuckling through this time, just staying high. And if you think about the height difference, Lathi Luukkonen, 178 centimeters. That's 5'10". We're on the flip side. Klineman is 194, so if she just stays high in this game, over the top of the block, she will be successful. Line's open. That's a product of what we were just speaking about, really. The width on the set. Really bullying Klineman. Spaces to the line. That wider set makes it easier to access the line as well for Parkkinen. If you remember in the first set, Parkkinen was struggling off that up and down ball to access the line. She was over-rotating, but when there's more width on the ball, the width on the ball really means you can take it late and whip line. Good work this from the Finns in multiple areas. Coming back into it. Klineman from the right side again. Chipping away, it's a good read from Parkkinen. Chance in transition, but Klineman is all over it. She sees the shot. She goes up with her hands instead of penetrating over the net. Too good from Alex Klineman. Back set, moving Klineman around again. Gamble, really, from Ross. She stays hovering in the center. It's a good look at the courts. Ross gambling on the line. Couldn't quite see from that angle whether Klineman was blocking line or angle. As the game progresses, players are getting better at reading the game. Scurrying to the line is Parkkinen. But 2 in 3 points from Alex Klineman. The Finnish are struggling to find a way through the American blocker. They do have a 1-point lead though. Parkkinen the target, steps out well, wider set. Block out. Keep an eye on that wider ball from Finland. The more that they set 4 or 5 meters to the antenna, Klineman is struggling to make good shapes within the block. Line was the call from Ross. The ball was inside Klineman. So accessing the line there was difficult. You'll see slightly better hit, always leaning inside. But when you're the height of Klineman, you can hit multiple angles cross court and score. Another miss serve from Ross. Angle's the call. All April Ross is doing is spotting the block. She sees so much more than Klineman because she's not jumping and focusing on spiking the ball. She makes a call when she sees the dive, and all Klineman needs to do is stay high and go over the top because she has the height advantage. Chipping away, Lathi Luukkonen. Still a 2-point game though. Change of ends before a technical timeout. Third place takes 640 points, which in the Olympic qualification period is key. The Hague first hosted an event in 2009 here. Brazil won that day. Juliana and Larissa beating Talita and Maria Antonelli for gold. Key battle now is the pressure they're putting on Klineman in the block. Always having to move and shift. She has to take the line because that's where she was beaten last time. But we know with Parkkinen, she goes both ways. April Ross serve to the middle. Uncomfortable with the back set, but great delivery of the high line. Defender swings one way. Ross knows that. The back set with a high line, high percentage of victories. Some arguments here. Klineman just a little bit disgruntled with Bruno Frappuccini. No video replays. Point goes to Finland. Remember, Klineman and Ross won this competition last year from the country quota. They're only the third team ever to do that. They don't need to country quota anymore, they have enough points. But the pass has just gone astray. Line over was the call. Klineman just goes over. Doesn't have to be a high line when Klineman is about. Again, Finland jump into the angle. They're doubling up on the angle. Rightfully so, going late, changing the picture at the last possible moment, leaving the line because they're a smaller team. They have to change things up. Parkkinen flying again, this time an up and down play, much closer, but the line is held while showing cross courts. Good extension of the elbow as well. Klineman from the right side, stays so high, over the top of the block. How many times? And that's why Finland have had to double up and play block defense in the same half of court, because they know what Klineman is trying to do most of the time. Over the top of the Finnish blockers. 3-point game. Advantage Finland in this second set, although there's a long way to go. Pass is high and straight. Good work with the approach to get out wide. So good going that way. Something that great left-siders have to have. Klineman passes off the net. The set is good from... Oh, the reactions as well from Ross. Delightful. Chipping away to the line. Parkkinen again goes off the body, but April Ross just absorbs that cover. Klineman again. It's very simple, the Americans. April Ross makes a call of where the block is. Klineman stays high and tries to go over the top. But the game is so much more than that. Service pressure key. And passing again is the kryptonite for the USA in this competition. Ross calls a timeout. USA under the kosh. Finland are growing with confidence here. For Parkkinen and for Lathi, they would have watched April Ross time and time again. But is this their time? Maybe so. Again, the ball that has a short contact, floating everywhere, dropping late on Klineman. Change of sides. Almost works, but Klineman manages to just shift the shoulders round. Oh, just a turn. Defense with the shoulder. And then just some sort of fizzy wipe off the hands. One of the points of the game so far. Klineman rips line. Stays still, manages to get something behind the ball. Lathi. Then, well, when the spiker is drifting, there's a good chance that the block is drifting too. More composure from the USA. And again, when Klineman passes into that front third of court, it doesn't have to be perfect. When it's in the front third, she really is hard to stop. But serving from the Finns has been really good, and now they're 2 away. Deep breaths, composure needed. Klineman passes very straight. Line again. Same story. For the USA. When Klineman passes, Finland cannot stop her. And then Klineman gets her own back on Finland with a little bit of service pressure of her own. Quick, potent serves from the blocker. Change of service target through Lathi. Look at her now. April Ross, though, doesn't get shut down much. But that's a late move back to the line. April Ross thinks she has an avenue to score there, but look at the lateness. It's almost a jump on the diagonal to take that option away from Ross. Nobody's a call this time, drops it short. It's a good option, really, from the height. But there you have it, we go to 3 anyway. Whatever the USA throw at Finland at the moment, Finland have an answer. Serving so strongly. The USA out of system too often in that second set. Finland are digging in their heels. Never medaled in a 4-star event. Will this be their time? We're going to a 3rd set and a race to 15.
Excuse me.
Klineman and Ross take the first, but it's Finland that take the second here in The Hague. All to play for if you want to leave here with a bronze. Last time these two teams met was a 21-14, 21-15 victory for the USA. This time, slightly different. Bronze medal encounter that's going all the way to the wire. Line the call. Once again, we see the double-up play where the block and the defense cover the same half of the court. That's because Finland know that Klineman, when she's in system, is just going over the top of the blocker. So they're trying to park the defender there as well. Good footwork on the approach to get out wide. More high lines from Parkkinen. Good setting from Lathi. You can see the whole body going through the ball, the elbows extending and the wrists going through. Cut was the call this time. She's listening. Alex Klineman. And look how much the pass just adds consistency to Klineman's game. She sides out with ease when the pass is good. Wider plays, chop back is good. There's maybe a net touch. Did the ball hit the antenna, maybe? Or the right hand of Alex Klineman? Again, Klineman passing really well. So much better from the 18. April Ross playing quarterback from the setting position, making all the right calls. Both teams passing well. They need to in these stages. The USA know that they've gone after Parkkinen. She sided out 2 from 2. So they just flip it over, start giving the serve to the right sider. And she converts as well. April Ross. Remember in the previous set, Lathi got a big kill block on Ross. Deja vu. And service pressure of the finest quality to back up the blocking of Lathi. It's Parkkinen that decides to change things up and go on April Ross. They haven't served Ross for large portions of this game, but it's working for Finland. It really is. Ross and Klineman change sides again. It's a good decision to go after Klineman on the left side. It pays dividends. Wider plays. But it's a great line on the block. Lathi stays slightly inside. April Ross tries to hammer off the body. Look at the eyes of Lathi. Just looking square at April Ross the whole time.
En dan het bord op te houden. Ja, en dan voor de meneer daar ook 2. Ja, heel goed gedaan. Ja, fantastisch. Hartstikke goed. Ja, doe even zo allemaal. Lukt dat? Ja? Ook aan die kant? Ja. En dan voor het blok naar voren. Zo, tik. Zo. Oké. Ja, ja. Dan gaan we even oefenen. Let op. Deze gaat naar rechts links. Mijn blok. Ja. Mijn blok. Ja, heel goed. Mijn blok. En dan hebben we nog eentje. Doet u het bord naar beneden. Zo voor.
It's a long timeout. The context of this one. After a promising first set, the USA are struggling with passing issues again. The float serve in this arena is where medals are won. You float serve well, you're right in the hunt. Ross passing straight. High line is red again. It's a wonderful read from Parkkinen. She sees Ross turn to the line. Line judge is waving something. Point goes the way of Finland. Another error. Running out of opportunities here. Ross this time, just the ball is really quick onto a tense platform from April Ross. Parkkinen finds the line again. Finland playing Nordic legends. Good step out from Klineman on the left, but she goes straight into the block. The wheels are falling off for the USA here. No block touch, just all net. They're running away with this, Finland. That's Ross going on 2, which is something that when Ross has played on the left side, Finland have been able to limit by serving good angles and serving tough and disrupting the side-out rhythm of the USA. Four will do it for Finland here, but they won't want to put it in any doubt. That's a good start. Siding out will be key. If they lose 1 or 2, potentially they might start to panic and the nerves will set in. No nerves there that time from that lady on your screen. Aces again on Klineman. The ball is quick and it's dropping. The serving from the Finnish team, unreceivable by the USA. Dropping the ball short again, Klineman in transition. Chipping high line, Lathi. Second chance for Ross, stays tight on the right-hand side, looks to nurdle the ball to the line. Net touch though. Blatant on the outside hand. Inside, a little look, chip back angle, good vision. And match point has arrived for Finland. Lathi and Nina Parkkinen have been playing together since 2017. It's their 4th, Taru's 4th FIVB Final Four. But this is, as a team, their first 4-star Final Four. A change of ends. The team's changing ends every 5 points. Second match point. That seals the bronze for Finland, and for the very first time, Finland have medalled in an FIVB 4-star event. Not only have they medalled, they've done it by beating the team that won this event last year and double Olympic medalist April Ross. Finland, after coming second in the Tokyo 3-star in the summer, have won bronze here today in The Hague. This pairing taking Finnish volleyball to places it has never been before. Lathi and Parkkinen win in 3 against the USA's Klineman and Ross. What a game. Service pressure coming to the forefront yet again here in The Hague.
Well, here we are with the bronze medalists. Congratulations, ladies. How was the match out there? It looked like it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. We knew that USA was going to be a strong and powerful team, so we knew we had to push them with our serve, and especially in the third one, I think we did that pretty well.
And Tali, how does this sit in your accomplishments in all your career so far?
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I can't believe it right now because this is something big right now, but of course we want to go further, but right now we will sure enjoy.
Well, congratulations. There's a lot of Finnish people watching at home, so give them a wave.
A very happy Finnish side.
Can you do one interview for the public? Yes.
It's taken so much hard work from Kai Luukkonen and his Finnish team to achieve a first ever bronze medal at an FIVB 4-star event. Congratulations to Finland. An historic day for Finland as they achieve their first medal at a 4-star event. And after just missing out for Rio 2016, you would feel that the future is very, very bright for Taru Lathi and Anina Parkkinen. They take bronze from The Hague, but who will take gold? It's Brazil versus the USA coming up soon, but this moment well and truly belongs to Finland. From us, from The Hague, it's goodbye for now.